Gemeinsam atmeten sie die Luft ein und blickten über das Tal.
Hello! I'm currently at home at my parents' place because it is time again to do some research on my novel project. And since the story is set in my hometown in Hallein, where I grew up, close to Salzburg, I always need to go home if I want to do some digging, and I had this contact that a historian from the Celtic Museum gave me. This is where I went last time. I made a little vlog about this, and he gave me a contact of someone who used to work in the salt mines and who also has quite a lot of knowledge about the work there and also the history of the salt mines. So I contacted him and he has time tomorrow. I'm a bit nervous because, you know, it's always a big thing for me to meet new people that I don't know. Long story short, I'm at home and I'm taking you along on my little research trip. I also might go to the salt mines this weekend. I don't know if I have time enough to do that. It's totally safe to go in there. It's an open salt mine. It's made for tourists to go inside. You book a tour and then you go in there with a guide. So I'm not wandering around some mines on my own. I have started draft 2 because there is draft 1 and it's an absolute mess. So I will basically start from scratch again. And I remember watching a video by another YouTuber and writer. Her name is Christy Ann Jones. I really love her videos. And she said that she always starts from the beginning again when she writes second and first draft. And I was like, why would she do that? That's insane. And then I realized it makes a lot of sense if your first few drafts just are quite messy. Now that I'm researching a lot more, there are some scenes that are just not working anymore. And I just started writing. This is what I usually do. I am not someone who really works out every single step of the project before I start writing. And with this project, I have already written 190 pages or a little bit over 190 pages. And now I have this first draft, which is important and great that I have come so far because it really takes the fear away to start. And now I still have to clean up the mess. So this is the situation, and I hope you are also interested in this journey. So it's not only about literature that I read by other people, but also literature that I try to create myself. So yeah. We'll see what this weekend brings.
Gemeinsam atmeten sie die Luft ein und blickten über das Tal. Im Norden legte es sich da nieder und wurde flacher und flacher, sodass die Sicht an einem klaren Tag wie diesem bis zur Festung Hohensalzburg reichte. Alle anderen Himmelsrichtungen trumpften mit ihren Bergketten auf, die sich um das Tal wuchteten, ob um es zu schützen oder um den Himmel zu verdunkeln und ihre Schatten zu legen. Hanne saß zwischen Otto und Franz auf der kleinen Bank, die man unter dem Maibaum befestigt hatte, und fast war es ihr, als hätten sie nie etwas anderes getan, als an Sonntagmorgen auf die umliegenden Gipfel zu steigen, um sich von der Sonne berühren zu lassen und nach dem Rechten zu schauen, hier oben in den Weiten.
currently reading an article about accidents in the salt mines, which is very interesting, but the vocabulary is quite difficult because this is a special jargon that I'm not familiar with, and there are so many words that I have never heard before and where I have to Google what they actually mean. All the different work areas and tools and whatnot in the mountain have a special term that I'm not familiar with. But it's really interesting because they found several bodies in the salt mines over the years that are actually like hundreds of years old, but they are completely preserved because of the salt, which is so interesting. You could even still see the flesh of those people. And I'm now reading this article and getting information about all the different things that can go wrong in a salt mine. There is definitely gonna be an accident involved in the story, like not with, it's on the side, so it's not nothing happens to the main characters, but I'm still gonna mention it. And I just generally need to be aware of all the danger that those characters might be in, even though nothing happens. So yeah, very interesting. I am done with my research meeting and it was very positive. I don't know why I was so nervous beforehand, but you know, sometimes you're just nervous, I guess. No, it was very interesting, and he used to work in the mines and he has so much material, but he just put it all together by himself, like privately, just because he was interested in it and did all this documentation. And yeah, so really interesting. It was, you know, an old man who had so much knowledge that he could give to me, and yeah, that was really great. And now I'm walking down and I'm very full now with information, and I have a full CD with documents that he gave me with lots of material that I can read through. So I have a lot of reading to do. There is a nice panorama now, so I need to show you that, and then I'll put my phone away before there are more people that can see me filming myself in the mountains. Time to go back to Vienna with all the research in my backpack.